Everything seems legit on the old factory Armobile. She's so shiny. Get some prime in her. Haven't flown this motor in a hot minute. Winds are still a little funky. They're up and down, so I'm honestly expecting some turbulence. Doggo said he subscribes to the channel. Shout out to you, dude, man. Oh, shit, mate. After all, which is surprising because there's a hill right there, upwind. Honestly, I'm just relieved to be in the air because they spread chicken shit or something in that field directly upwind. So we've been inhaling that for like the past hour. But up here, the air smells fresh and crisp and clear. Johnson's down there with his tandem set up. Jeff's walking out to his free ride mobile. That is our destination, the reservoir straight ahead, which with these wind conditions we might not be able to get too deep down in there, but we're gonna try. just kind of mapping out the situation from over here. The water level in that reservoir is down, I think because they're doing like construction on the dam or something. And the wind is coming this way, so the shoreline goes all the way around. I think if we start on the leftmost side, we should get clean air all the way across that reservoir and be able to fly the shoreline for at least half of it, which would be sick. But I'm going to hover up here at a safe altitude, wait for my friends to get in the sky, not attract much attention to us, because like I said, this is kind of a new territory. We haven't established dominance yet. Did Johnson leave his door open on his car? I think he did! Johnson, why? I gotta confirm that. He's clipping in. I would yell to him that his door's open, but I don't know. Someone might freaking steal his car. He just straight up left his car door open. There's a little bumpy layer right here, but below and above it's like fine. Johnson! Your driver's door is open! I don't know if he heard me. He's walking back. Sorry, Johnson. He was about to clip in, but I don't want him to go freaking fly with his car wide open. He's running through the field. I'm so sorry, dude. Almost back to his car. Oh, that poor guy. He had to run all the way across the field. He closed it and locked it. I would have felt so bad if I had like misjudged it and his door was actually not open and I just made it. It's just a prank, bro. Alright, I think in the meantime we'll meander over to the reservoir. I can never remember how to spell reservoir. Like every time I text it to someone, it's a weird word. Reservoir. Reservoir. So that's the prison that we visited like last week. And that spot on the right is where the prisoners are. At least they were outdoors. I'm just gonna take it nice and slow over here. One field over at a good altitude, stable approach. Right in the bumpy layer right here. Jeff landing? No way! He's landing! I wonder if he felt like it was too turbulent. Or if he's trying to tell Johnson that it's turbulent. It's not bad. Like, there's just this layer right at the altitude I'm at that it's kind of chunky. Down low it felt good. Up above it felt good. I'm just going to sit here right in the layer. Prisoners out in the soccer field. I don't know why it's I'm choking. I don't know why it's so entertaining to see prisoners. Not hating on them, not supporting them. But I mean, it's just like they're in there and they can't get out, and I'm out here flying around. Climb out of this turbulence and then drop down once I get over there. Warehouse over there, a bunch of trucks docked. Both wings are still on the ground back there. Johnson's got his strobe fired up. I can see it all the way from over here. I'd assume that means he's launching the tandem soon. Honestly, when I face into the wind at this altitude, I'm penetrating a little bit, but not fast. But it's kind of like a diagonal flight, back and forth. So it's not much of an issue, but it is strong aloft. And it's gray today. Bump there. I feel like I might have to sacrifice this flight to my uncut channel and revisit this in the summer, because what I really envision is doing this flight all the way around the entire perimeter of this reservoir with the water level still down low like it is, foot dragging, having a good time in a t-shirt. That would be the mission. But it's not looking all that conducive to that sort of activity today. Let's check on Johnson. Still strobing on the ground. Jeff's on the ground. I'm going to aim for a descent kind of to that corner that juts out. I don't want to go right down here because I lose the shoreline where that, whatever it is, dam feature is. So I'm just going to descend out to that one and pick up the shoreline. I should be in clean air. Hopefully it's a little bit more calm as I get down low. This twisty bit of the road is super sick on a motorcycle, and then you come across the dam, you can like really go fast, obviously under the speed limit, but they have this whole road closed down. Hey, Johnson launched on the tandem! Hopefully the conditions are still pretty good over there. They don't feel like they've changed to me. And it is bumpy at certain layers, but it's not like dangerous bumpy, so that's good. I got the sniffles. It's cold at altitude. Oof. I can see the trees down below me up on this little hill blowing, which means it's not particularly calm down low. But if this body of water is big enough, the air will smooth out by the time it gets to this shoreline, which is what I'm hoping. So far, not so good. It's a little bumpy. I see Johnson. He's headed out this way. It's definitely not beach winds, but it's not horrible either. But I can see like the bushes down there blowing. Nice and steady. If it doesn't improve much by, well, by the end of this little peak here, I think I'm gonna climb out and dip. Enough to continue on. I'm still getting sharp, kind of like weird turbulence. It just feels like the air is moving really fast, like at the beach, but it's not smooth like flying at the beach. So I'm gonna climb out of here and link up with Johnson over there. So at this altitude, it's pretty smooth, but I'm almost pretty much parked. But I want to get a couple quick pictures now that I have smooth air. See Johnson anymore with his mega strobe. Well, I went flying and got some pictures for the Instagram. Successful mission. It's so ironic, as if that's the only goal of flying. Oh, look at them angles. cramp up. Okay. Mission now is get home. So since I'm up at altitude and it's not that bumpy, I mean it's not perfectly smooth, trim out, hustle that way, keep an eye out for my friends. Oh, I see Johnson and his friggin' sun strobe, twice the lumens as the sun's surface. He's back over the park. Looks like Jeff might still be on the ground. Well, we did it. We went flying. It's one of those days where, like, it's been trash weather for maybe 5 days, and the next 5 days look kind of trash. Well, maybe not 5, like 2 or 3. So I'm pretty dedicated, if I do say so. Getting a flight in. Could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. It's motivating, but you don't want to be overly motivated where you're so stuck to the mission that you do it regardless of safety. I feel safe. Safe as can be. That's the high school I went to. I've never really flown close to the high school. I flew around it in a plane while I was still attending high school. But it'd be funny to land there, get in trouble, be like, "Oh, I used to go here. It's okay." Apparently that whole complex is Exxon, but I see about one car in the entire parking lot. So, closed for COVID? Question mark? Yeah, I see Johnson in the air, and it looks like Jeff's on the ground. Soccer game is over at the local prison. There's a couple guys out on the basketball court. Is Jeff kiting? Johnson's a trooper, just sticking it out in the tandem. Damn, I can see Johnson's windsock from here, which is kind of a funny statement to say. Down at the park, it's like sticking out. It's half-mast. I think Jeff just called it quits. I think he went for one lap and came in. Maybe he had a mechanical issue? You know what's crazy? There's a pole down there, like in the middle of this field somewhere, that I just noticed today, and I didn't notice the other day when we landed here. It's like a flagpole, but no flag on it. What a suck to hit. Just coming in for a landing. Yeah, this is sick. Wrap around the freaking flagpole like a tetherball. Ooh, that's a turbulent layer right there. Johnson! Cool tandem wing! I'm hoping we descend out of this bumpy layer. They wave back. What a trooper! Johnson's like, I don't feel turbulence on my tandem wing. Oh yeah, it's significantly worse than when I departed. I really wanted to like land closer to the car, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna land out in the field. Should be good to land right about where Jeff is. There's that pole. Not gonna hit it. It got kind of trashy.
Dan just said a death wind just hit.
Dan did?
Get out of the air. Yeah.
Does Johnson know?
I don't know if I can get a hold of him. Let me try. Death wind incoming. Get out of the sky.
That's not a good phrase to say. Yeah, it was definitely stronger on the way back in, but it was never that great.
I went up, well, when you took off, and I went out, got rocked a few times, and I wanted to get Johnson's takeoff. So I came back around and gave him kind of a wind report. And just in the time, and when he took off in like 5 steps. Like he
Yeah.
right up. I got his takeoff. It picked up significantly on the ground. I'm like, okay, I'm staying down.
You got it, Johnson. Sheesh. That pull right there is so hard to see.
Yeah.
The one he's going right over. Nicely done. Kate look like when you hold a cat and they're just like
That's how it was when they climbed down.
arms and legs out.
Did you make it? You made it to the reservoir, it looked like.
Yeah, and I got down on it on the downwind side, and it was still the trees were like bending over, but it was still like you'd hit really sharp turbulence, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I feel like there's a layer coming down.
Yeah.
I got whacked, and I know I was on the Sirocco, and if that thing gets squirrely, I know that it's getting bad.
Yeah. I'm curious if it's actually gonna death wind here.
Yeah, Dan, quote unquote, well, you'll see it in the message he wrote.
Oh, yeah. I did feel my phone vibrate as I was coming in.
Holy shit, you guys get this death wind from hell? I said I got on the ground before it took Parker and Johnson. So you were just over the park at this point.